This is Citi News Daily on Citi TV with me, Zoe Abubaid. Welcome to today's edition. And coming up, Justice William Atuguba is Ghana's acting Chief Justice as Justice Theodora Wood officially retires today. Later on in this bulletin, we'll also be hearing from the Nabdam MP, who says he will not rest until persons who lynched a 67-year-old woman are brought to book. The details shortly. So Ghana's first female Chief Justice, Georgina Theodora Wood, officially retires today. This brings to an end over 47 years of public service and 10 years as the country's Chief Justice. She will be temporarily replaced by Justice William Atuguba, who was the most senior at the bench until the newly nominated Chief Justice, Sophia Akufo, is approved by Parliament. Georgina Wood also automatically becomes a member of the Council of State, since she is the only surviving former Chief Justice. So what will Georgina Theodora Wood be remembered for? Citi News' Daily Felicia Osei takes a look at some major and intriguing cases she supervised.
Before joining the judicial service as a district magistrate in 1974, Theodora Georgina Wood worked with the Ghana Police Service as a deputy superintendent and public prosecutor for 3 years. She rose through the circuit and high courts to become the presiding judge of the Court of Appeal in 1991, from where she was appointed to the Supreme Court on November 12, 2002. Since taking office, Mrs. Wood has sworn in 3 presidents on 4 occasions. The late John Evans Atta Mills in January 2009. Then Vice President John Dramani Mahama upon the death of President Mills on 24th July 2012. And John Mahama again upon his election on 7th December 2012. She swore into office Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo as President of the Republic. Justice Theodora Wood's Turner also witnessed some of the most trying moments in the history of the judiciary. Exposé of judicial corruption involving some 21 magistrates and circuit court judges. Threats on the persons of judges in a case that has come to be known as the Muntie 3. An assault on the sanctity of the court, at least as has been described in a case today referred to as the Delta Force 8. But her tenure would probably be fondly marked by the historic presidential election petition. For many, including President Akufo Addo, Chief Justice Georgina Theodora Wood's career was extraordinary, as she distinguished herself in her service to her country.
So away from that story, President Akufo Addo says he will implement the free SHS policy to shame his critics. The president reiterated the pledge to ensure full implementation of the government's flagship education policy from September this year. One of the president's major campaign promises in the 2016 election was to introduce the free SHS policy to ease the pressure on parents. Now his political opponents have cast doubt over the policy, but speaking to the Ghanaian community in Belgium during a working visit, the president said the promise is not a mere political gimmick.
As part of the process of transition into the multi-party democracy.
So let's move into the camp of the National Democratic Congress now, and they have begun preparation to earmark their 25th anniversary celebration, which falls on June 10. Now, the year-long plan to mark the Silver Jubilee countrywide is under the theme, mirroring the past into the future. Today, a panel discussion was held at the Adabraka head office of the NDC, which was attended by the party's founder, Jerry John Rawlings, and former Vice President Kwesi Bekoe Emisa Arthur, and some other party national executives. There will be a Muslim prayer meeting tomorrow and a mammoth rally at Ashaman Mandela Park on Saturday. And to one of our headline stories we brought to you, and the Member of Parliament for Nabdam in the Upper East region, Mark Nawani, says the police in the region have enough evidence to arrest and prosecute people who lynched a suspected thief at Pelungu last 2 weeks. This follows the release of 3 suspects arrested in connection with the murder for lack of evidence. Speaking to Citi News Daily, the MP said the police have no excuse to arrest the culprits who lynched a 67-year-old woman. Meanwhile, the National Women's Organizer of the People's National Convention, the PNC, Janet Nabla, has expressed her dissatisfaction with the handling of the case so far. According to her, government and the nation as a whole must give equal attention to the matter to ensure it is not swept under the carpet. To our final story for today, and the State Protocol Office has outlined details of the late Major Maxwell Mahama's funeral service. The deceased will be given a state burial with full military honors at the Osu Military Cemetery after a burial service at the forecourt of the State House. But later tonight, a vigil will be held in memory of the late soldier at the Arakan Mess in Burma camp. The hierarchy of the military service and government officials are expected to be in attendance. That'll be all for today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. My name is Zoe Baidoo. Thanks for your time and thanks for watching.
Second Image International admissions in progress. Courses available include hairdressing, beauty therapy and fashion. Call us on 0243 331 999. Evening and weekend classes are also available.